Hello and welcome to the South Florida Open, sponsored by Dynamic Discs and presented by Tri-Fly Disc Golf. Your tournament staff this weekend will be myself, Melissa, Natalie, and Earl. So any tournament questions you might have, you can find any three of us and we'll be more than happy to help you out. I want to first thank our sponsors for this tournament. We're going to thank Dynamic Discs. They set up our nice little awesome players pack that we will be giving out. So they definitely helped us out a bunch on that stuff. We want to thank Palm Beach Disc Golf Club for all the hard work that they put into all these courses. Like, they've been doing a fantastic job out there cleaning up Delray and cleaning up and getting Dreher all set up for us. I also want to thank Disc Golf Center up in Orlando and DeBerry. These guys helped us out and sent us a little money to help make this event a little extra special for you guys. And we also want to thank Custom Car Works in Delray. That is Bernie Hoffman, if you see him out there. Give him a pat on the back. Tell him thanks. We also have Natural Born Disc Golfers. This is actually a Finnish brand out of Finland, but they are starting to branch out into the US, so we're going to start seeing a lot more of them around. And then we have Fluffy Putts Athletics. We do vinyl stickers and custom shirts. So if you want your name and PDGA number on a shirt, hit us up. And then, of course, Tri-Fly. You know, we're the ones out there pushing things to keep them going. A couple of things I want to go over before we get any further. COVID-19. We know it's been putting a little damper on things this year, but some guidelines and rules that we have to follow this weekend. You know, keep groups small, social distance, have a mask on you at all times. Like, it doesn't have to be on your face at all times, but it has to be on your person, like in your pocket, in your bag. You have to be able to put this mask on if something happens where you end up in a big group of people. So just have your mask with you. Most of the cards this weekend are 3 to 4 people on a card. I think there's only one 5-top out there. So keeping the groups pretty small. We're going to be doing the tee times, which we'll be posting tonight. And tee offs will be every 10 minutes. So we would kindly appreciate it if you would check in at Tournament Central 15 minutes before your tee off time so that we know your whole group is there so you guys can get started immediately and on time. Saturday will be at Dreher Park. Sunday will be at West Delray. We are doing online scoring, and new PDGA ruling says we have to have 2 types of scoring, so we will have the online scoring and we'll also be providing you guys with a paper card. So one person will be doing the online scoring on their phone, and the rest of the card mates are going to rotate this paper card. So, you know, if there's 4 of you on there, one of you is doing the online card, and then the other 3 of you, you know, somebody will do it for, what is it, 8 holes, 6 holes? 6 holes, and then you'll give it to the next guy. So, however that divides up. So everybody has the card for even amount of holes, or as close to even as possible. Our online scoring password will be SFO2020. We will be reiterating that to you guys when we see you at check-in. Like I said, be there 15 minutes before your check-in time so that we can make sure you guys get off and started on time. We're definitely keeping it pretty tight with 10-minute tee times, so I really want to stay on schedule. Let's see here. Dreher Park, Saturday morning. Saturday morning, you will be checking in with us at hole 6. We are not starting at hole 1. We are checking in and teeing off from hole 6. There's just more parking opportunities over there. And we're able to actually set up the store over by hole 6. Whereas over by hole 1, if we set up the store, we're taking up 6 to 8 spots just with the trailer and store. So that will definitely seriously limit the parking that's up there. So we are going to take this over to hole 6, where we can park in the grass along the right side of the road if you're coming from Southern, I guess. But there's a whole lot more parking, a lot more room for us to stretch, and we've reserved the 2 pavilions that are right there at hole 5 and 6. So we are going to use those pavilions as your spot to set up to count and double check your paper cards. I don't want you guys crowding around the TD table. I'd rather you guys get your scores all settled over there. That way you're off the course and you're not huddling up with everybody else. So we will have those pavilions available. Let's see. We will have flags out there for the different layouts. For the long layouts, we will have white flags at the tee pads. For the hybrid layout, we will have pink flags at the tee pads. And for the short layout, we will have red flags at the tee pads. So some of these tee pads may have all 3 flags. Some of them will only have 2 flags. But you just go to whichever layout you guys are playing. Just make sure you follow those flag colors. Let's see here. We have the caddy book. I am not going to read all the words that are on this. You will be able to pick up a copy when you check in. Just some real important things you guys need to know, that if you're not going to read this, I need to make sure to tell you these things. All roads, all water are out of bounds. There are some sidewalks that are out of bounds. That'll be listed here in the caddy book. Do not jump any fences. Like, do not jump any fences. If you happen to yank your drive on hole 10 or hole 2 and it goes into Tropical Acres, do not jump that fence. If you are caught on the other side of that fence, that is a felony. That is a farm. It's not like jumping into somebody's backyard. Jumping into somebody's backyard is also wrong, but jumping over the fence to Tropical Acres is a felony. I have already contacted Tropical Acres property and told them that I am having a tournament there on Saturday, and if any discs go over that fence, I would like to retrieve them. They have told me that they won't be there Saturday afternoon when we would be finishing up, but I could go by Sunday morning and pick up those discs. So once I get you guys all set up and moving at Del Rey on Sunday, I'm going to go over there and pick up your discs. So do not jump that fence. If you have a pole that you can fish through the holes in the fence, I'm not saying that's a good thing to do, but you could do that. But do not jump that fence. I don't know any other way to tell you that. And don't go in the water. The water at Dreher is not regular water. It's not part of the canal systems. It's gross. If anything, that water is full of feces from the zoo. So think about that before you step into that water. Let's see. We're still kind of new at Dreher Park, so some of the park goers are still kind of getting used to us being there. So just be nice to the park people. They can kick us out they can kick us out faster than they let us in. I can tell you that for sure. Anything else? Oh, at the bottom of your caddy books, we'll have the number for Tropical Acres as well. So if when I do pick up discs on Sunday, if your disc is not part of that, you're more than welcome to call them yourself. Keep that number on you just in case you're out there casually playing. You can give them a shout and meet up a time and day to go out there and pick up your disc. But please don't jump that fence. All right. So once you finish with Dreher, you will come and you will hand us your scorecards, and we will get everything in the system. And then once the very last card for the day is turned in, we will be able to post the tee times for Sunday at Delray. All right. The last card I think goes out at 1:20, maybe 1:30. I don't really remember right now, but once that last card comes in, then we'll be able to post the times for Delray. So keep an eye on pdga.com for those times at Delray. And like I said, just please check in like 15 minutes before so that we know everybody from the card is there and we can send them on their way. And the reason we ask for 15 minutes before is because if you're not there and we have to split up your card because there's not enough people on the card, we have to be able to split those people between the card that's going in front of you and the card that's going behind you. So I'd really like to not have to do that. Let's see. West Delray. West Delray is pretty basic. You'll receive another caddy book on check-in on Sunday for West Delray. Basically there, all the water is OB, all the roads are OB, like your paved roads, shell rock roads, gravel roads, it's all out of bounds. All the water, all the canals, all the lakes, well, they're not really lakes, they're ponds. All the ponds and the canals are out of bounds. If there's any casual water out there, it's just casual water. Play it as casual water. 2 areas that could pose a danger to you. When you're throwing off a hole 1, just keep in mind that on the left is the tee box for hole 4. And if you're teeing off a hole 4, just keep in mind that the fairway for hole 1 is behind you. So when you're on tee box 4, don't stand behind the tee box. Stand in front of the bench that's there. Have a spotter to make sure no errant discs come your way. Yeah. The rest of the rules are on here, so make sure you grab one so you guys are playing the course appropriately. We will have divisions teeing off in order, of course. So we should be able to do each division's awards as the division finishes. But, you know, please, if you happen to be the first card out for your division, don't just hang around the TD table. Don't just hang around the park bench that's there. Please wait by your car. We don't want to have the big crowds, obviously, COVID. So once the last card for your division comes in, we will reorder the board so that, you know, you can see who's first, second, and so on. And then we will call you guys back. We'll just yell, you know, hey, intermediate, come on, let's go, let's do this. And then when you guys come over, just try to keep some space between you. I know since we're only doing this by division, there shouldn't be too many people, but let's try and keep the let's just try and keep social distancing at the top of the mind when we're hanging out for the final awards. Earl speaks loudly. I speak loudly sometimes. So don't worry about being up front and shoulder to shoulder with people. Let's see. Is there anything else that I can think of? Not really. Let's have some fun out there, guys. You know, Dreher's a nice course. So, and Delray is definitely a lot cleaner and a lot nicer these days. These guys have poured their heart and soul into this course, and it really shows. These courses are very nice. Let's see. I think that's it. So, yeah, just want to thank our sponsors again. We got Dynamic Discs, the Palm Beach Disc Golf Club, Disc Golf Center, Custom Car Works, Natural Born Disc Golfer, Fluffy Putts Athletics. Oh, and the South Florida Chain Gang. I didn't get your logo till late. So, South Florida Chain Gang, guys. If you don't know who they are, they're a group of guys out of South Florida. Because South Florida Chain Gang. But yeah, those guys, they're a lot of really nice guys. If you ever get to play around with them, they do their own little thing. But yeah. So, and we're just gonna go out on Tri-Fly. So, see you guys. Oh my gosh, I forgot to tell you guys. If you go OB, you can either cascade your pads, so cascade to the next pad, or you can re-tee, or you can take your distance. Either way, it's an extra stroke. But yeah, so you have those options. Bye.